Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this evening's podcast. I hope everybody's having a great weekend, still in the middle of it. So it's been kind of dreary and rainy these past few days.
And really stuffy. You can't breathe outside.
Yeah, it's been definitely. We always like to open up and talk about the weather, how weather is. It's like a tropical rainforest here in this area.
And it really is.
I mean, I'm serious. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like
And
a
it's kind of strange. It's strange to the fact it does look like a tropical rainforest. I mean, it's rain. We've had some unusual wet weather in July. Usually that don't happen.
Yeah, I noticed that it's very wet in July this year. I think it's just probably all the government cloud seeding that they're doing.
And have you ever noticed that weather around here never used to give a flood warning until after Hurricane Helena? Now every time they give a rain forecast, oh, there's potential flooding.
Flood. Yeah.
I mean, that's weird. And these towns around us, I don't ever remember them flooding like this. But like, there's one town not too far from it. It flooded the other day again, pretty bad. Matter of fact, I had some stuff coming from Amazon. It was supposed to be in here Wednesday.
Yeah,
The reason it didn't get here, they texted me and said it was in that town and it was delayed on account of that.
of the flood.
Yeah.
The creeks definitely get overflowed here. Of course, we live like on a hill, so we can see below um down the street, and the creeks, they can get really flooded. So
So the ninth podcast is going to be on government control.
yeah, I mean, I think government control has been something that's been on our mind lately, and kind of according to Google, which I don't believe this, but according to Google, to govern it means to steer or pilot a ship.
Well, that's probably pretty close. I never looked the definition up to it, but that definitely goes along with the illusion of choice, because that's what they do. That's what they give you.
I don't know. I mean, I always thought that it kind of took me by surprise reading this, because I always thought govern was more to control. I
Well,
mean, when you control something, you control it. You don't try to
well, you,
steer it or pilot.
well, you can try to steer the people in one direction.
Okay.
That's still a form of
Yeah.
control. I mean, if you go back all through history, government's done that. I mean, they've used a form of something, and it ain't the laws they pay. Well, some of them are, like the flock cameras. That's a form of control. Uh, and now they're talking about putting cameras in your cars, and if that control your eye movement, that's a form of control.
Well, I mean, like, and it was so funny because Google went on to say that a common myth of govern is you might occasionally see internet rumors claiming that the related word government comes from Latin words meaning mind control. This is false.
Hmm.
And it's in bold letters. This is false.
Well, I mean, I think government does use mind control to control the people. I mean, look at the latest thing that happened where all these people come over here to watch the World Cup from all these different countries.
Mm-hmm. The
They were fed propaganda by their governments that we were pretty horrible people.
mm-hmm.
And then they got here and realized
Yeah,
somebody lied.
TikTok was exploding with,
Um,
you know,
but we do the same thing to other countries. I mean, the news tells us different things about other countries, and we ain't never been there. Most of us have never been there, so you don't know. But I think that was an eye-opening situation on all those people. because they were really fearful coming over here
Mm-hmm.
because they had heard how bad it is. And then
That's really sad.
they get here and they're thinking, okay, they lied. That's just a lie.
Well, I went through some of the TikTok, and I wish we could let you hear some of them, or I would have saved them. But where people were basically saying that the food was great, the people were hospitable. I mean, it was just amazing on some of the things that they were saying, and it was like, so what have you been told before? I thought that they thought we were a hospitable country, you know?
Apparently not. Apparently they're being fed that we're this evil country that wants everything for ourselves, and they found out really different.
Well, I mean, not everybody goes and agrees with what the president does. So that doesn't determine who we are as a people.
I don't even think they were referring to the president. I think they were talking to, I think their country just throws negative propaganda out there, just like we throw negative propaganda out to other countries, like Iran or any of them.
Yeah,
Uh,
really makes,
we
I
don't
mean,
know.
we have that perception that Iran and Iraq are like these just constantly war countries that just are dust and sand and just misery, but we really don't know the beauty of that country. I'm sure they've got some beautiful scenery there. And it's just amazing. It makes me curious, like,
Well, talk about control. I mean, did Israel control the U.S. to go to that war? I mean,
it's very
all
possible.
aspects point to that.
Very possible.
How do they have so much control over us? How does that work?
I think that they know that they have that control because of majority of Americans are Christians. And we already know what Christians believe, that
But we're
Israel is just this, fabulous, I mean, this
but we're just
God chosen country and people.
but that they have opposite beliefs. So why should they do that?
I think that's just it. They don't know that. I don't think people are as educated as we think they are sometimes.
I, it doesn't make sense to me why you would think. I mean, I understand the Christian viewpoint of it. They think the world's going to end over there and Jesus is going to take the throne over there and all this and all that. Uh, I got my own thoughts on that, but you can't. I mean, Israel's killed innocent people since the dawn of time. They always have. It just makes me wonder how they got so much control over the U.S. right now. I mean, uh, I think they give you the United States and all governments give you the illusion of choice in everything. In
Yeah,
elections, you have an illusion of somebody to elect, but it never changes.
right.
Uh, you have an illusion of it's like the church and government. Governments have used churches to control people since the eons of time. I mean, you can read history during the ancient times, even in Babylon and Mesopotamia, the rulers used the temples and the priests to control the people. You think that's happening today?
I think it happens every day. I really do. I mean, and I don't think that a lot of people see it that way. I think there are people out there who do trust the process, but I don't really trust the process,
I definitely don't you process.
you know. But
Like
mm,
Constantine, I mean, before Constantine, they prosecuted Christians, but he decided he would take them on board and unify it so the government could be more productive.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked for a while.
I don't know. I think, do you think people like to, do you think, I don't know. I know people don't like to be controlled, but do you think they like some kind of direction?
I don't know that government necessarily controls you, they control the narrative.
Well, I mean, a government is a system or a group of people that holds authority, and they're the ones that enforce the laws in the community, within the state or nation.
Well, according
So,
to our Constitution, though, we're the ones who put them in, and we enforce the law. We enforce the law. They work for us,
mm, yeah,
but that's changed a lot.
but somehow
Uh,
I don't see that.
Well, it's never been that way.
Well, it's just
That's
an illusion then.
that's the illusion of choice. It's never been that way. They put it down that way, but they word it in ways that, well, it may mean that and it may not. Uh,
Well, if you really think about it too, though, I mean, like if you need help from the government, then it's there. You know, the
what?
system, food stamps, healthcare,
Well, yeah.
you know.
Well, no, no. I'll take no. You're wrong on that. People that really need help can't get it. It's just backwards. People that don't need it seems they can get it, but people that really need help, the people that's really struggling, that's really having a hard time, they can't get it. So it's again an illusion of choice. They they give it to the people that don't need it.
Hmm. Yeah, and I don't think it was like that. I don't think it was like that like in the past. I think it was like it's just become that way. It's worse because I remember being young and my dad was out of work for a while and we had to get on food stamps. But as soon as he got back to work, I mean, mom got off of those quicker than you can blink, but it's not really like that anymore.
Well, that was back when people had
It was in the 80s and late
they
90s.
took pride in what they did, and they knew that being on food stamps, people looked at
It
them,
was. It was a
and
shameful
it was.
thing.
Now it's not. I mean, you go to the grocery store,
Oh,
you
they
see
flash that
people
thing like it's a Visa
driving a
Gold.
BMW, pull that thing out. They don't care. They really don't care.
But it was something that I remember you didn't really see it often. Now you see it like it's the norm. It's the new norm.
Is that a form of control?
Well, yeah, because if you accept benefits like that, then you are. I mean, you remember when you had your tractor accident back a long time ago? Well, I think it was in 2009.
8.
Is it eight? Okay, and then we did have to have some kind of assistance. They want to know everything,
Yeah, but we couldn't get it
everything.
because I worked. I'd worked all year long,
Yeah,
and they wouldn't let me have it.
yeah.
That's why I said, if you really need it, uh-uh. Yeah. Now, if you don't work, you're probably going to get it.
It was sad because it's almost like they strip you. Seriously, they want to know everything. They strip you everything from like what you have in your checking account to what cars do you own, which ones do you still owe on. I mean, just stuff like very personal stuff that I was really uncomfortable giving.
That was a form of control, though.
Yeah, and it made me feel controlled. I'm
But
thinking, is it worth it?
what other examples of government control can you give?
Well, I mean, of course, we just discussed the Medicare, the medical field. Um,
I mean, pharmaceuticals, that's a form of
yeah,
control. They
it
control
is.
you. They want you to get on every medication possible. I mean, I even think that they make you sick to do that.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that that's just you're trading one side effect for another. If you're taking any kind of medication for diabetes, you can also have a risk of liver failure and, I mean, reddening of the skin or, any kind of,
But the
you
question is,
know,
why would the government want to do that? Why would they want you to be on some form of medication or make you sick? I mean, look at our
they're
food
trying to kill
system.
you.
Look at it. Why would they want to
The
do that though?
population control.
I mean, look at our food system now.
Food system is horrible. I can tell a difference between how the food has changed from the time I was a kid to now. Okay. I mean, it has changed tremendously to the point where there's just, it's the taste. It tastes like powder. Everything almost has the same taste.
So, I
You can't
mean,
have like a little fig Newton without it tasting like the granola bar. It's just
and
all the same.
you read on the ingredients, it's all, most of it. There's a few out there that's not. But I was really surprised at what I was
That's our doggy.
that I was reading that most of your big box stores are the ones who do that. Are the ones who have the bioengineered products the most.
What do you mean, like Nature Valley and
No, like the big box stores
I
that
mean
I
like
can't
oh,
name
okay.
online. But
Oh, okay. You talking about retail stores.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
your big box grocery stores, most of those are the ones who sell those bioengineered products.
Well, I have to say they're not the only ones. There is a smaller grocery store that sells quite a bit of bioengineered processed foods. Um, their vegetables are pretty good. I do like their veggies, but almost everything from like the salad dressing to the granola bars to, I mean, even just diced tomatoes. It's
But
really weird.
peanut butter and crackers in a pack, bioengineered. Does that mean it's real peanut butter? It says it's real peanut butter, but then on the back it says made from bioengineered ingredients.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Do we even know what real peanut butter tastes like today?
Makes me wonder how much it's changed.
Do we know what real bread tastes like today? I don't. No, we don't.
I have seen people take a slice of bread, whether it's and they'll put it under the faucet and it acts like a sponge. It acts like a sponge. It's scary because it's like that's what you're putting in your body. And we wonder why our bodies are just shutting down.
And bread don't mold like it used to either. Used to, if you kept bread over a week without eating it, it would start molding.
Yeah,
Now you can have some in there a month.
I bought I bought that farmer's market bread. It was a sourdough bread I got like at a farmer's market for $9 last week. 4 days later, it molded. And I
And
thought,
the
oh,
stuff
wow, that's real then. I remember
and the
thinking, that's
stuff you
real.
buy out of the store does not mold.
Yeah, I've had a loaf of bread on the counter for weeks, and it didn't mold till like maybe 2, 3 weeks later. And the bread that I got at the farmer's market, it molded after 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, well
We didn't eat it quick enough,
that's natural.
you
I mean,
know.
and that even goes for apples. I mean, you can leave apples sitting there for a week or two, and they don't go bad. Now, we got an apple tree out here, and I can bring one of those apples in here, and it won't last no time.
No, it won't.
Or you can cut that apple open that out here that we have, and within 5 minutes it's brown. You can cut one of those apples open that you buy out of the store. It don't turn brown ever.
And I remember seeing some people who've kept like a McDonald's cheeseburger for like months and it looks the same.
That's nasty.
That and the fries look the same. I mean, you'd think there's mold or something, but nothing. They're just like they've not changed.
Yeah, it's nasty.
That is the I mean, that's what you're putting in your body though. I mean, it's really gross and I mean, our bodies were created to take in, my opinion, veggies and greens and fish, things like that, but you start putting in, the granola bars, the peanut butter crackers, and things like that. I honestly don't think that our bodies can process that, but
Well,
we
I mean,
force it to, and then we wonder why we're sick all the time.
we watched a thing on YouTube the other night. This doctor that said that your body don't know how to process the bioengineered stuff.
Yeah.
That it just pushes it somewhere else. It
Hmm.
don't know how to process it. So if that's the case, how did it even get FDA approved?
That's where it goes back to government. They're trying to
So
kill us.
I mean, there's all kinds of conspiracies out there about government control. And don't get me wrong, I really do think we live in one of the greatest countries in the world, period. But I do think a lot of things can change too. But
I think this country's got some dirty secrets,
well, and I think it's got some really dirty secrets,
dirty habits, and
and
things like that.
that's probably the form of control that I mean, just UFO, is that a form of control? They don't want you to know.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a form of control.
Yeah.
Uh, all these things are a form. I mean, like,
So we got pharmaceuticals, food. We've got a lot of secrecy going on with the whole UFOs. You know, there's things in this world that happen every day that we don't see.
and 911's fixing to come up. Was that a form of control?
Yeah, 9/11.
I mean, what, that's a conspiracy too. They never investigated none of that stuff. I mean,
Well, they automatically had told us, and I remember, and I'm sure you remember when, you know, Bush had announced who it was. And then next thing you know, army recruitment goes up. Um, you know,
and then
everybody's just will to get back at, you know,
later on, you find out
Afghanistan.
that he against him,
And what vendetta was that?
that he had threatened to kill his father. So he had like a vendetta revenge against him. They also said they had weapons of mass destruction, and they never did find
They
anything.
never found anything.
No, they never did. They had to come out and never did tell the whole truth, but they finally had to admit there was no weapons of mass
Well, then,
destruction.
and I just remember then, listening to his speech, George Bush, listening to his speech, and then telling everybody, announcing who it was, what country, and he was Osama bin Laden. He was actually, at least so they said, he was releasing these videos, Death to America, finally, blah, 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 blah. And they could not find him. They were trying to find him, and he'd release a video, almost like it was just a cat and mouse thing. So it just made me wonder, was that true? Was all that real? Or was it, you
I
know?
don't know. They say that the towers, they actually, there's videos and even men that'll testify to it said they heard explosions on them towers after the supposed plane hit. They heard explosions like it was controlled. And you could watch it and tell that was a controlled demolition. You could watch it. I mean, they think we're so stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, all those engineers already said it was designed to take a hit from a plane like that. Designed to.
Yeah, because I mean, you would think when you're building something like that, you think of the probable causes, or I mean, the possibilities of something happening, like hitting it in, a helicopter or something hitting it.
But if they did do it, what was the purpose of that? What kind of control was that? To put people back under subjection? Did it? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, did it put people?
Back
Did
in
it give
school
them a reason to put more laws into effect, more control, more this, more that? Is that what happened?
was our recruitment for the Army and Navy and all those, was it low?
According to records, yes. And then all of a
Okay, well
sudden,
there's one reason right there. And like you said, laws, it brought in some new laws into effect. So, when this was a crucial time that they took to put some laws into place to get people riled up enough to join the army. It was enough to, you know, take some form of control back. Um,
but you're willing to sacrifice over 3,000 people for that,
yeah, that's the evil part about it.
and that
That's
is evil.
that's the horrible part about
That
it.
that's evil. That tells you who runs our government.
Hmm.
I mean, that's evil. If they knew that that was going to happen, that's evil. You could have stopped that. You could have said, "No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that."
Hmm.
But apparently, I mean, there's even videos on TikTok of that's been released right here lately. No, I don't think it's TikTok. I think it was Instagram of these two firefighters that, I mean, testified it was a controlled explosion. They heard it. I mean, they heard it. And I was watching one of the talk shows the other night, and Roger Waters, of all people, and that's the reason I watched it, was on there talking about it. And he said, you've got videos of people, I mean, you can hear it. You can hear the explosions go off one by one by one by one. You can hear it. So, and that's what he said. We're not stupid.
Hmm.
Everybody knows. So why don't you just come out and say it? Now, is it possible that they snuck in there, whoever done this, and planted those and hit the plane and then all that? Yeah, I mean that's possible.
I
I
think
get
they
that.
let them.
I get that, but that had to be some really planned out stuff
I think they
to
let
get
them.
by security and the whole 9 yards. I don't know. I don't. One thing I do not trust is our government. I do not trust them. Because if they say they're gonna give you something, you better look out. I mean, that's just like the no overtime or no taxes on overtime. Yeah, it's technically true. You ain't getting taxes taken out on you through the year, but during come tax time, they're going to charge you taxes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's all an illusion of choice again. It's all an illusion to make it look like they're doing something good for you when they're actually taken from you again.
Well, there's billions of people in this world. At least in our nation, in the United States.
Eight 8.6 billion people on the planet.
That's a lot of people.
On the planet.
And in this country, in this just specific, the United States, I can't help but think sometimes that they want to get rid of
Like
the population. Yes.
control the population. I mean, that is a thing. It's always said. The population needs to be controlled because of food, because of this, because of that.
Mhm.
I mean, and you look around, I don't know that they're not lying. I mean, because there ain't enough. I mean, I was watching about olive oil, and that guy said there's not enough olive trees in the world to supply all the olive oil you buy in the store. That's a lie. There's a few
Well, the same
places.
thing goes with food then.
Yeah, it does.
That's why they have to
It,
grow it in a lab.
it does. Because they don't have. I mean, think about it. I mean, I done a study on like McDonald's. Well, just one of how many hamburgers all the McDonald's together sold in a day, in one day. And you're talking a million, right? A million hamburgers.
There ain't no way.
I mean, that figured up to almost a million cows. It was 970,000 cows that had to be slaughtered just for that day. I mean, that's insane. So that we don't have that kind of cattle population.
No, we don't have that kind of supply.
We don't.
So think about where your food is coming from.
It's
It,
mostly fake.
you know,
It has to be fake.
it's gotta be. It's like grown in a lab. I mean, do you remember when was it the CEO or the vice president of that big old soup company?
Yeah, Campbell Soup. It come out and said
Yeah.
that I ain't eating that stuff.
Yeah, he said it was
I mean,
bioengineered. It
it,
was like
it was
from a
from
3D printer, is
it was
what he
from
said.
3D print. I mean, I don't know if they suffered over that or not,
I know he lost his job for sure.
but surely to goodness, maybe he was just mad and said that. But surely to goodness, all their
You
stuff ain't
don't,
bioengineered.
seriously, you don't think that they don't, as a CEO or vice president or chairman, whatever, up high, one of the executive chairs that you sit in, you don't think you don't know the process of of your product?
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Well, then where would he get that from?
I don't know. Maybe somebody made him mad
You
and he
know,
just come off with it. I don't know. But I'm sure he's telling the truth because
I have no doubt he's telling the
after
truth.
I went back straight to the cabinet and got a Campbell soup can and looked, and it does say bioengineered ingredients.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's very possible that the chicken was printed on a 3D printer.
It's so gross. I mean, imagine if we knew exactly what we put in our
But we
bodies.
don't we don't know what we're eating. We have no. I don't know how we got off on food instead of
Well, I
government
mean,
control. But
but that's part of government control.
you think they eat it?
Heck
You think
no.
the people in government up there eat it?
No, I do
Well,
not.
I mean, it shows Trump and all them eating McDonald's cheeseburgers.
But it shows them the picture of them eating, but you don't actually see them eating it.
Good advertisement for McDonald's.
Well, of course, the more people you can kill, the better.
They probably got stock in it. McDonald's.
Probably got what?
They probably hold stock in McDonald's. So they're trying
Probably.
to.
Probably.
But you know, government controls just about every aspect of your life, though. In reality,
I mean, you're constantly paying taxes, okay? You pay taxes on the groceries that you buy. You pay taxes on the home that you own. If you paid off your home, it doesn't matter. You still have to pay for the taxes
you
that
pay
come
off
along
your
with it.
car. It doesn't matter. You still pay taxes on it.
Yes,
Doesn't matter.
we are taxed to death, and it's ridiculous. We're taxed to death on the things that we already own, and it's not fair.
You work through the year, pay taxes. Usually, you pay taxes when you file your taxes.
Exactly.
I mean, it's never enough. Never enough. But look at what they spend. Look at the amount of money.
What they spend or put in their pocket.
Well, look at the amount of money it's costing them for this Iran war right now. Where are they getting at? From us? We're paying for it.
There's millions of people in this nation that still do work. I want to know where all that money goes. Where
They,
is it at?
they, it
I
goes in
mean, your
somebody. It's
paycheck, my paycheck. I mean, we know a lot of people who work.
it's wasted.
Okay, so that's just a small handful of people. So no, you know that they're paying taxes from their check. You got the tax. The government's taking whatever for Medicare, and then you got federal wages and stuff that's took out every week and or however length you get paid. All that's being took out from every individual that works. And think about a lot of people in this county work. So that's just one county.
And we're still,
And how many counties are in the United States? So there's a lot of people who are working. Where is that money going?
we're
It's a lot of money.
they waste it. They waste it. They spend it on everything under the sun, and they waste it. I don't think they care how they spend it. I mean, it's supposed to be we elect the people for us. They work for us, but it's just the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
tell us
feel like
what
a slave to the labor
they
force.
tell us what to do and what they're going to do, no matter what the people thinks. Period. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's the reason. I mean, I decided to run for county commissioner in our county, and I just quit advertising after I found out a lot of stuff. I don't want to be a part of that. I mean, I really don't. You can't change it. You can't change it. All you're going to do is go in there and be the bad guy, and they'll be hounding you the whole time you're in there. And I'm not going to put up with that. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it
Yeah, I mean,
because they lie so well. I mean, it's the same way in county governments. It's got to the point the county government's as bad as the federal government. They lie all the time. I don't know why they just can't come out and tell the truth, but they can't.
I don't think any of them tell the truth. I don't trust any of them.
That's what they run on. They run
You
on
know,
lies. If they told the truth, they wouldn't get in. Like me. If you tell the truth, you ain't getting in. They have to lie and promise you
well, it's all a
crap that
show. It really is. It's all a
that
show.
they know that ain't ever going to happen. I mean, that's just like our property taxes. The appraisal on our county property taxes, mine rose over $100,000. Ridiculous.
Hmm.
I can't sell it for that. There's no way you could sell it for that. But you're going to pay taxes on it now. No matter what, you're going to pay taxes on that amount. I mean, that's another form of control. If you don't pay it, they'll come and get your house.
Hmm.
So that's another form of control, unfortunately.
I don't know. It's just really. I mean, you get really mad, but there's really nothing you can do. I mean, it's like you against them, and it's like,
Well, you can keep on doing what we're doing, putting it out there. Maybe people will hear it and say, hey, we ain't going for this. And maybe they put people in office that will do something but I don't see that happening because some of the good people that go in usually end up running right along with the same crowd. Or they lie and say, "Oh yeah, I'm trying," and they're really not.
hmm.
They're just agreeing. I've said over in those meetings, they all are together.
So they
They,
all have like the good
they
old boy system.
they're all together. One ain't gonna go against the other one, and it's just like that. And no, I mean I've never seen none of them stand up and say, "No, I ain't doing that. I ain't voting for that." Usually, they all vote for it. I mean, I went back and looked at the history of the votes. Usually everything come up to a vote, everybody voted one way. It was either all no's or all yeses. I mean, come on.
So what?
No competition. That's because they're all Republicans. No competition. No
Well,
Democrats in.
you were running as independent,
Yep, only
right?
because they screwed me over because they lost my paperwork and then lied to me. That's why.
Well, I don't think any of them knew what they were doing.
They didn't.
They really didn't. I
They
mean, you
didn't.
had to tell them kind of where to find what.
They didn't. They didn't know what they were doing. I turned my paperwork in on time as and had signatures to be on the ballot as a Republican. Then they lost it. They lost the paperwork. Don't know where it went. Oh, I know where it went. Somebody didn't want me to run, so they just
Probably went in the
made it.
trash.
They made it disappear.
You
So then I thought, well, I'll run as an independent. And they lied to me on the date that it had to be in. I had it in by the date they told me. Then when I took it over, they said, oh, well, that was supposed to be in last week.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't what it says. Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be last week. So I said, okay, I'll run as a write-in. Oh, you can't do that now. Well, why not? Well, I mean, it's too early. And I said, there's nothing in the state of Tennessee rules and regulations that says I can't. It tells me that I can't, I can only do it up to 50 days until the election time, but nothing that says I can't do it now. Oh, you can't do that now. You have to come back in 2 weeks. It's all
So it was a
rigged.
joke.
It's
It was a
rigged.
joke.
It's rigged. It's all rigged. Once I seen that, yeah, yeah, an election can be rigged. It can be
Oh yeah.
very well rigged.
And I think it was kind of a good experience because you were kind of able to see the process, and it depends on who you are and who you know.
Yeah. But I will say this, if I win this election, I have not campaigned. I have got a total of 3 signs out. And if I win,
That's gonna be funny.
that means people really, really, really wanted a change.
So,
Now, if I win, yeah, I'll go through with it.
well, do you feel like you've given up though?
Yeah, because every time you talk to somebody in your district, or even like put a ad on Facebook, you get bashed because you're an independent. Number one,
Well, yeah, because they
I
think
mean,
that you're like a Satan worshiper just because you're an
I
independent.
mean, you really get bashed. I mean, I've had people just come at me from all sides and all angles, and not do nothing. I mean, I'll even put on there one time. I mean, there's not much I can do when I go in there other than vote yes or no. And I said, but I guarantee you that I will vote no on raising taxes. I would vote no.
Mm-hmm.
And like on Bitcoin and stuff like that, and that we have this data centers, we got
Mm-hmm.
that complication, this count. I'd vote no on that too. And then they bashed me for that, said, you can't say that. Well, yeah, I can say that. I would vote no on it. Well, you can't say that. I don't know why I can't say that. That's the really only option you have when you go in is vote yes or no. That's really the only control you have. Either vote to raise taxes or vote not to. Vote how much or vote not to. That's really the only thing you can do. And they're sitting there telling me, "Oh, you can't say you'd vote for no new taxes." Well, I mean, would you want me to vote for taxes? Because apparently that's what they want. So that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's the biggest hypocrisy.
It's
It really is.
and I just decided to back off on the campaigning. I ain't said a word since like the last of May. So if I win it with 3 signs out, then people definitely wanted to change, and I will definitely go through with it. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to for 4 years, but I mean,
You signed up for it. You have to
I
do
would
it.
do it, but I don't look for that to happen. But
Well, I mean, I like you said, if people really, really want change, then they'll do what what that entails, and that is vote for independent.
they won't.
You know.
They won't because most people are either Democrat or Republican or in a hard line, and most people around here are Republican and they're hard line.
Yeah, and they don't
And
know what they're doing though. They don't know what they're. I'm
yeah,
sorry, but they don't. They don't know
I mean, all we got in there now is
what's
Republican,
really behind the Republican
and
Party.
you see what we got. Uh, no competition. There's nobody in there with differences of opinion. They all agree,
Mm-hmm.
and because they all belong to the same party. So, but running as a Democrat wouldn't be an option around here. You ain't getting in. You might as well forget it.
Mm-hmm.
So, an independent may. I doubt it's never happened in history because I went back and looked. Never.
Mm.
Uh, I mean, but if I was to get it, yeah, it's going to be a miracle because I didn't campaign and I only got 3 signs out and they're on my road. So, I mean, they're the only people who see it.
Well, we will definitely see, but we're definitely not holding our breath because
Well, I got one at the convenience center where you take your trash. So everybody on this district has to go to that
I think
convenience center.
even you were approached last week by somebody, weren't you, that
Yeah,
said, "Hey, aren't you running for?"
yeah. But he
You
don't
know,
vote, so he's not even registered, so it didn't even matter. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, it,
you got to register to vote. You got to. You really do. I mean, that's what's going to bring on the change and the difference. You got to register so you can vote and be heard. You
I
know.
mean, when I first started it, I got out and went door to door. I mean, and went to people's houses, and you'd be surprised. 90% of the people are not registered to vote. Either they're not registered or they don't.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you that right up front. And
Then they can't
it
complain.
shows in the numbers. There's approximately 60,000 people in the county we live in, and 26,000 of those vote.
Hmm.
So you got approximately 40,000 people, 45,000 people that do not vote. So you really don't have a chance because you don't know who's going to vote or not vote.
Right.
So, and a lot of them, go over here and pay for a list of registered voters. It costs probably 200 or 300 bucks. I ain't doing that. I don't care.
That's crazy.
And so they send that stuff through the mail. But what would be hilarious is, the in the primary election, they think they won it, and it would be hilarious if I did win it in the general
That would be funny.
and kick one of them guys out. I mean, that would be pretty hilarious. And not only would it be hilarious, I don't know what kind of repercussion I would take. I would say they would have a recount in the whole 9 yards. They wouldn't even trust it. So I'm not really banking on it. Uh,
Did you hear about sorry, this is a different subject, but it's definitely about government, where John Rich has helped save a 76-year-old Tennessee man named Wilson Kirby from losing his farm to the IRS.
I did read something about that. Yeah.
The thing is Kirby was accidentally sent $20,000 refund by the IRS in 2022. So he immediately tried to return the money and it kept untouched. So instead of closing the matter, the agency later added interest charges, withheld his 2025 refund, and threatened to seize his property. So after the story gained attention, John Rich contacted the IRS officials within 24 hours, and the agency corrected the error, apologized, and informed Kirby that a refund is now coming. But Kirby the landowner, he said he's not going to celebrate anytime soon. He wants to see the letter first before he starts celebrating. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to take this man's land for a data center or something.
Oh
I
yeah,
really do, or
that's just.
for their purpose,
I
whatever their
mean,
purpose.
I don't trust. So
I thought that was an interesting story because it was a year. He said he described it as a year-long nightmare. That, but it appears to be over with just one phone call. But it's nuts that they would try. He said he never touched the money. He just tried to send it back, never cashed a check or anything like that. And
they wouldn't take
and
it
they
back.
were yeah,
I
and
know.
they were
No, I
trying
know
to
situation
give him interest on that, and I'm like, dude, bruh, no, I don't think so.
I know another situation that happened. They sent them like a $10,000 refund.
Who that's that?
I can't remember.
Well, you don't have to say the name,
Somebody
but
I work with, and they sent it back, and still they tried to say that they took it. Anyway, it got all screwed up and anything, but they were fixing to repossess some of their stuff over it,
oh gosh.
and it was just a joke. I mean, they sent it to them by accident. How do you do that? How do you send somebody a $10,000 check? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I mean, that's just like we was watching TV the other night, or I was glancing at my phone, and it was talking about Michael J. Fox. Probably he was wanting to get back into acting. I'm thinking, I thought he died. I know I seen that on the news that he died. And you told me no, he didn't die.
He
And
did
I'm
not
telling
die.
you, I seen it on the news
Correction,
that
Michael
he
J.
died.
Fox is not dead. If you know him, he is one of the long-lasting main characters on what was it?
Family Ties,
Family
Back to the
Ties.
Future, all
Yeah.
that. But CNN a couple of months ago did release that he died and released a tribute on him. And I seen it.
But didn't you say that they apologized for that?
Not till way after that, like 2, 3 days later. But I mean, I didn't know it. I just happened to just be watching TV at that time, and I thought, God, I didn't, he died. I really didn't know. I mean, I knew he had Parkinson, but I thought he was doing pretty good.
Yeah,
But
he still is. He's
well,
still.
I seen that, and that's been like 2 or 3 months ago, and I thought, okay, well, I mean, he died.
Do you think it was a Mandela effect kind of thing?
And when I was reading on there the other day, it said he wanted to get back into acting. I thought, like, he died. I mean, what's going on here? But that's what happened. They accidentally released. How do you accidentally release a tribute and tell somebody he died?
Mm-hmm.
How do you accidentally do that? That makes no
That
sense
makes
to
no
me.
sense. It's weird.
Well, that's what they said. You can look it up. They did it and apologized for it.
I hope they apologize
Yeah,
for it because I'd be really mad. I
I thought
mean,
that was weird, but I didn't know it at that time. I just seen it and flipped the channel and hey, I mean, okay, he's passed away. And then when I seen that the other night on the phone, I thought, oh, wait a minute, I thought he died. But anyway,
well, it's a government can come in different forms and in different control patterns. I think I don't care. I call them control things. I mean, it's everything from pharmaceutical to food to population to viruses. You know,
yeah,
I mean, and we're a population of sheep. We're going to do what we're told. I mean, and I think that pretty much proved it during COVID. Where people did what they were told, and
Eh,
out of fear,
I think
fear.
that's why. I think that's why
You
they did
know,
it. They wanted to see how far they could go with it.
yeah, yeah,
That people would buckle down and be under control. And for the most part, it worked.
it worked. It did.
It worked. I mean, it took me 2 or 3 months to wake up out of it
Yeah.
because I bought it too.
Oh yeah, I did too. I was scared. I was scared.
But
So
then when they come out and they started saying just stupid stuff like the virus could get in your mustache, to telling men to shave their beards and mustaches, I thought that what? I mean,
I
come
remember that.
on. Uh,
And then, I think we talked about this in our other podcast where people were getting rid of their dogs and they said that they could contract it through their dogs. And I was like, no, it's such a lie. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and conclude this podcast. This was just a we wanted to do one about, government and uh just kind of talk a little bit about that. I hope you enjoyed this tonight's podcast. And if you have, any comments or, questions, please shoot us a comment or email, whatever, you know.
yeah, I mean, we'll be back next week with another one.
Yeah.
Shoot us a comment on what you want us to talk about because there's so much
There is a
stuff out
lot.
there,
Get overwhelmed sometimes with like, okay, let's talk about this, let's talk about
especially on the conspiracy end of things and uh, the religion end of things and just everything. There's so much out there that sometimes you just got to sit down and pick a subject and go with it. But I mean, if you want us to talk about something, just leave us a comment and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Everybody have a great rest of the weekend.